Hey guys, happy Saturday. I've had a very pleasant morning of yard sailing and it's feeling like fall out here. It's been a really great day, and I know it's been a minute since I posted a video, but I thought at least today I would share with you everything that I got yard sailing and also show you my new IOD products that I got that are the new releases for Christmas time. And I'm not going to do any projects with them today, but I did want to show you what I snagged so that if you haven't seen those releases yet, at least you'll know what's out there. Don't forget you can order those from my treasure house, and I'll have their information down below. So I don't have a huge haul for you today, but I did find some things, which I know in my town, it's actually not very typical for me to find a lot of things that I can resell. I have a lot of younger families in my town, so it feels like normally the yard sales are like kids stuff and kids clothes, and that's about it, honestly. But I did hit a couple that were a little bit more of antiques and even a collector. So like this stack of books was just a couple books of thousands. I mean, maybe not thousands, but hundreds. There was a family cleaning out their mom's collection. She was an avid yard sailor, and it was just very overwhelming, the amount of stuff that they had. But I guess I'll just go ahead and start off. I got this collection of fiction books for kids. They were printed, I believe, in the 60s, late 60s, most of them. So let me know if you recognize these. So they're a McCall book, Storytime Treasuries, and it's just all of the very famous stories. Ugly Duckling, Thumbelina. We have Rapunzel in here, Aladdin, and the art is great. They have such a good vintage look to them. So as a homeschooler, of course, I was wanting these for my own house. So I'll probably read through these with my kids and then sell them on my booth. I got all of these for $2, not a piece, like all together, $2. And on eBay, they're going for about $8 a piece. So I think in my booth, I would just do a package deal of maybe $40 for the whole set, if I do decide to part with them at some point. But I thought that was a really special find. And then included in that $2, I grabbed this vintage cookbook. It's the Golden Treasury of Cooking, but the book itself is actually gold. So I highly recommend always taking off the dust covers of hardback books and seeing what's actually underneath, because that's where the good stuff normally is, especially if you're just looking for a book to sit on a shelf and look pretty. So I thought with Christmas coming up, this would be really pretty in our booth. It was printed in, let's find the date for you, 1973. So definitely a vintage at this point. And then I also grabbed this book within that same box for $2, The Art of Scandinavian Cooking. This one was also, I think, printed in the 70s. If I could turn the page, that'd be great. And I was really impressed that the quality of all these books was so good still. 1965. I love the art on the front of this. Doesn't have any water stains, hardly. I love the gingham on the back. And I just thought this one would be so cute on somebody's shelf. Look at the spine of the book. Love that. We actually just covered Vikings last week in our homeschool curriculum, so that's probably why it caught my eye, but I do tend to gravitate towards Scandinavian things, so I'm not really surprised. But I just love the art on that book. So that's another one I will sell in my booth probably, even though I'm going to have a hard time parting with that. So all of those for $2. I felt like that was a really great deal. Another find at a different yard sale, I got this radio. It is not actually old to my understanding, because it has like modern dials and a modern plug. But I only got it for $5, and it definitely looks vintage or antique. So I thought that was a really good deal. And it also still works really great. So I'll give you a little taste here of how it sounds. So I thought that was really exciting little find, especially for $5. When I walked up, I was expecting her to charge maybe $20 for it. So I definitely snagged it for $5. Online, it's going for more like $35. So I don't think it's a very highly collectible or high value item, but I do really like it. I want to keep it, of course, but I need to be selling things and not keeping everything. So I will put that in my booth. I'll probably shoot for $35 also, just kind of similar to eBay. I snagged this just from a free table. It has a $2 sticker, but they were just trying to get rid of stuff. So it says 1976 on the bottom. Comes with its little bowl. It's in great shape, so I think that'll be an easy sell. If I'm going to put it in my booth for fall, which I plan to, I'll just put some kind of fall floral in there. And then I think at the same yard sale that I got the radio, I just got this really pretty gold frame. I like that it's an oval shape. And I paid $2 for that. Really, really pretty. It'd be so pretty just hanging on a wall on like a framed art wall with nothing inside. I'll probably just sell it as is for maybe $8 to $10. And then I grabbed a pretty basic mini Christmas tree, but those typically sell well for me at Christmas time, especially if I add a little bit to it. And then I grabbed this nice big door that has been painted into a chalkboard for $5. It's really heavy. It's solid wood, which I like for a chalkboard. I'm doing a couple chalkboard projects right now where I'm doing them on glass, and they're just not as durable, so I prefer to have the chalkboard painted onto a piece of wood. So I'll just have my husband do some kind of like pumpkin-y chalk art on there, and I will put it in my booth for fall. We are opening our new store location at the end of September, and I'll try to put that new address down below. It's just a couple doors down from where my treasure house is right now. But that move is coming, so I'm trying to kind of collect and save up some new items to put in our booth for that opening day, because I want it to be a showstopper when they walk in. This piece of furniture is one I'm also saving for our new booth. I just painted the gingham on there. I do think I have a video coming up showing me working on that. And then the last thing I grabbed today is this piece of artwork, and I paid $2 for it. It's fairly unassuming, but I don't know if you guys have seen the trend going around of transforming a print or painting into like a ghosty, fallish Halloween photo or piece of artwork. So I think I'm going to attempt that with this. I just need to open it up and see the quality of the paper that it's on first and see if it can actually handle more paint going on there. I'm sure it's just a print, but I just need to know how heavy the paper is, because I'd like to do a watercolor wash. I have some ideas. Coming. So that's going to be a fun project to share with you soon. Something more for fun than it is like something that I'm going to sell in my booth. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just Google like a Goodwill ghost painting and you'll see hundreds of things come up. It's kind of popular trend right now to add some ghosts and make it a little spooky. I just remembered my mom also grabbed me this at a yard sale recently to do something with. So I thought that was really cute. I actually like this side a lot more than this side, which this is probably the front side here, of course. But I think I will do something on this for Christmas and try to wrap my mind around the fact that the holidays are coming. So that's the plan for that. I'll just set it aside for some Christmas projects. And speaking of Christmas, here is the large stack of IOD that I just picked up from the shop a couple days ago. These are the new releases from IOD for fall and Christmas time. I do think that some of these are already sold out, but you are welcome to go to my Treasure House's Facebook page or website and order from there. She'll be able to tell you what's in stock, and then if you need to add something to your wait list because you really want something, you can do that on her website also, and that will let her know that she should try to order those if possible. Now, IOD does just run out of stuff as the parent company, so we just sometimes can't get anything else or any more of something in particular. I think especially the transfers have gone really quickly, but definitely check out the website and order from there if you need something. So the first one I grabbed is Holly Glen, and this is just a bunch of vintagey animals. And I should say that there's actually even more IOD new releases. I don't have everything in this pile. But here's just a look at some of these. Really like this large deer one here. So these are cute. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do yet. They do just make really cute Christmas cards even. And of course, this is kind of an easy option, is to just turn them into artwork, which I've done several times in the past. So that is Holly Glen for $24.99. Oh, someone has a big rock for me. Wow, thank you. Thanks, bud. Yep. Okay, I'm going to put this rock over here. All right, and next up I have Candy Cane Cottage, which my guess is this is going to be the most popular one this year. This is what I'm assuming is already sold out, but the Santa artwork is absolutely my favorite. So this is definitely my favorite one of the new releases. So look at that Santa. He's so great. I didn't even notice that they had a car here. I haven't really looked through these a ton yet, so this is kind of nice for me too. I love all these Santa images. I'm a real sucker for a vintage Santa statue, decoration, whatever, you name it. But some of these are going to make really nice signs too. And I like that these are the smaller sized ones. They had a couple of those in our like the summertime releases too. I just find they're a little less overwhelming and easier to use. So that's Candy Cane Cottage, also $24.99. Not sure if you're going to be able to get that one anymore, but like I said, check online, add it to your wish list. Yeah, those are bugs. Don't eat or don't touch it. So next up I have a mold. This one's called Ginger and Spice. It's a little gingerbread set. Those are really, really cute. I think you have to be careful with how you paint them though, because I've seen some online come out a little creepy, just depending on what color the eyes are especially. So I think I'm going to have a challenge using these, but they're really cute and I think they'll be really fun. And I might even help my kids with these or something and let them do something with them. So this mold set is $26. I have an idea to maybe like cut out some wood houses and just put a gingerbread on the front of them. Just like a really simple house, more like an outline out of a board. I'm not explaining that well at all, so I'll have to maybe make a DIY video if I get the time to do that. But that's kind of what I was picturing for those, but lots of ideas for that one. I know this one's been really popular. This is a Christmas tree, so it's another clay mold. The details on this are amazing. So this one I would just use as a large applique on something. I need to figure out exactly what I would like to place this on. Comes with the star even to put on top. So here's what it looks like made out of actual clay. As you can see, this one's $26. I'm curious how difficult it's going to be to maintain all of the little details like that with the clay. But I mean, it looks like it's not too hard apparently, because you can see all the details here still. So that one's pretty amazing. I'm sure there's lots of options with that. Again, I just need to get in the Christmas spirit and try to figure out what I want to do with these for this year. This is the Fairy Merry Christmas transfer sheet. And this one I'm assuming is also $24.99. So similar in that it has like a very vintage feel, very nature-y, but it has more of the fairies and not the animals. I like all like the vintage pages here. And it includes some wreaths, which is nice. So it looks like it's another 8-page set. And they've made artwork here with them. And then, oh, I like this a lot. Covering up like a little suitcase. That's really cute. And I like the like little Christmas tree ones too. So a ton of options with this one. And if you watched my DIY video a few weeks ago where I did the summer sets, I tried to use up a whole booklet in one afternoon, and I only got like halfway through the whole booklet, and I had so many projects done with just half of the book. So these really do go far, because I mean, just imagine that you're cutting up all of these sheets. And there's 9 images on this sheet, 9 on this one. So these can go a really long way. So again, that's the Fairy Merry Christmas. And that's all the transfers and molds. So then I got a stamp set here, which I'm really excited about this one. It's called Portobello Road. And it basically allows you to make like a city scene. I mean, look at the details on these doorways. So excited to crack this one open. Has some like vintagey looking people. I like the bike a whole lot. And this is actually perfect because we were doing medieval castles in school this past week and then this week coming up. So I might crack that one out this week and help the kids make some like castles kind of like this, only more castle-y and less like a cottage. Look how cute that is. I'm so impressed on just the details that they're able to achieve with their stamp sets. And so here is a little bit more. And that's really amazing looking. Look at that. So she must be on the second sheet. I can't really see her, but then there's like a little bakery one there. How cute is that? Okay, love this. This is my favorite one they've done in a really long time. So this set is $45. Again, that's called Portobello Road. This one looks so fun. Lots of options here. Get super creative with this one. So I'm gonna probably be using that one soon. And then this is not from this year. This is actually, I believe, last year. And it's a paint inlay, which I've never gotten before. But I went ahead and grabbed it for this coming year because I do still think that the truck is a really popular image. And I feel like I want to try a paint inlay, so no time like the present. It's called Noel. I don't know if this is going to be on the website because it's not new, but definitely check there. So there's snowflakes, these nice big letters here, and then a few things that you can just make more of like a sign. So there's a big sign here, and then a big sign here, and then just some smaller little decals there. And of course, some other pieces of artwork. I really like the Christmas tree. And my understanding is that the paint inlays are reusable, so they're not transfers. You actually lay the image into your wet paint. So whenever I get to this one, I will definitely share that in a video because it's going to be a bit of a learning curve for me. But I'm excited to finally try it out because I've just been putting it off for a while. Been a little intimidated about the process, but I think that it'll be super fun. So that is everything that I got from Ironwork Designs. And everything that I got from yard sales today. I know you guys are probably wondering where I've been, and I'm just sorry that it's just been so busy lately. But I'm going to try really hard to get that DIY video out. I have a really good project that I'm working on right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.